Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Dad's Turn to Talk. I am your moderator tonight, Josh, and I want to remind everyone to hit that subscribe button and also to like our channel. We also timestamp the show, so if there's a specific topic you would like to get to, for example, tonight we will be covering Bob's awesome trip to Vegas and the Sphere, so if you want to jump to that, feel free. Let's go ahead and introduce our first friend here, a guy who just loves to tick me off. Derek, how are we doing?
Oh, after we yelled at each other like we just did, I'm fantastic. I could not be better right now.
You have a sick mind, let me tell you. You are sick. Sick. Good Lord. Nice to see you, I guess.
Yes.
And the other guy has a birthday tonight. We are not going to say how old he is, but Bob, welcome to the show. Happy birthday, my man. How does it feel to be another year older? There we go. There we go. How's it? I guess that's how it feels. What's going on?
Doing okay, man. It's a good night tonight. Good day. As I pointed out, got good messages from all of my kids, from my fiance. Got a call from the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas to wish me happy birthday from my casino host. I mean, overall, it was a great day, man. So busy with work, of course, trying to catch back up from vacation, but it's actually good to be back with you guys tonight. I was out last week, and
we missed you.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun tonight.
Oh, I bet we are. I bet we are. Good Lord. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. God help me. All right. So in our news section tonight, I guess Ridley Scott came out and they asked him about modern films, which his reply was he thinks they suck. Simple as that. Bob, do you have the article?
Yeah, I do. Let me go ahead and get that up here.
This will be interesting.
All right, you guys see that?
Yes.
Popping up right now. Yeah, there it is.
All right, so this is an article from Deadline a couple of days ago. A headline reads, Ridley Scott says Hollywood is so drowning in mediocrity, he's been forced to watch his old films. Now, I do find this funny because I do think a lot of his new films suck. But I mean, we're talking Gladiator 2, Napoleon, Prometheus, Alien Covenant. So, I mean...
No.
So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this article here. It says Ridley Scott, a filmmaker not known for pulling his punches, has issued a withering assessment on the health of Hollywood output right now. The Gladiator and Blade Runner director argued that the industry is drowning in mediocrity. So much so, Scott revealed that he has taken to rewatching his old films. Scott made the comments during an interview reflecting on his career at BFI South Bank in London on Sunday. Metro and Yahoo were among those reporting the Oscar-nominated director's remarks. He says, and I quote, "The quantity of movies that are made today, literally globally millions, not thousands, millions, and most of it is shite," he says. Scott added that films are too often saved by digital effects because they haven't got a great thing on paper first. Scroll down a little bit. He says, asked if he has a go-to comfort movie, the British director said, well, actually right now I'm finding mediocrity. We're drowning in mediocrity. And so what I do, it's a horrible thing, but I've started watching my own movies and actually they're pretty good. And also they don't age. I watched Black Hawk Down, which is a great movie, the other night and thought, how in the hell did I manage to do that? But I think occasionally a good one will happen. And it's like relief that there's somebody out there who's doing a good movie. Having wrapped the dog stars, Scott revealed a little more about his plans for Gladiator 3. God, please don't.
God.
He's around. He's around, and he's technically the Emperor of Rome, and so I have a footprint about what I think it should be, he explained. To close out the article, says Scott wasn't the only one to behemoth the quality of film output in recent days. In an appearance on Hot Ones, Channing Tatum said, when you get asked to do a movie, you're trying to get a movie made, It's a very confused pipeline of possibilities, and it really feels like at times that you're incentivized to make bad things to get paid rather than make something really, really good.
Okay.
So Ridley Scott thinks that new movies suck, except his, apparently.
Yeah, apparently his. Yeah, Prometheus. Great job.
Well, not just Prometheus. I mean, again, I thought Gladiator 2 was trash.
I did not see the second one.
So, yeah, he's made some pretty bad movies lately.
All right. So let's go around the room, and let's start out with Derico. What do you make of this? Do you think he has a point? Do you think he is totally wrong? What's your opinion?
Well, hasn't he been saying pretty much what we've been talking about on this program for quite some time?
Yeah.
Just regurgitating what we've been saying.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, really, I understand. I think that modern day movies are meant to do one thing, and that's try to motivate people to get up off their couch and go into the theater. And that's all they're meant. That's all they're meant to do. And the way that they feel that they can grab people is in multiple ways of, having a trademark franchise or making, that tying in with like big explosions, having what they think having a movie franchise that they know has made money before, thinking it can make money again with all the same stuff. Story be damned. Yeah, we've talked about all this. Ridley does have a point. Now, I don't know if I were a filmmaker, I'd go back to watching my movies and saying how awesome really I did in order to combat that. And it's not, I mean, Ridley doesn't get to really claim like he's been on fire recently either. Now, to his credit, look, when great work is great work, you acknowledge it. And I forgot he did Black Hawk Down. That's a really, really good one. And The
Martian was pretty good too.
I forgot about The Martian. There we are.
I didn't see The Martian.
The Martian
Black
is very
Down, Alien.
Yeah. So he's he's like a mixed bag, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Like he's done his really good ones, and he's had some in the tank. What I would have liked to have asked him as a follow-up question is what he thinks of TV currently. Because I bet you he would have had a different answer. Because, modern day TV, okay, it's like anything else in life where, there's plenty of bad stuff out there. But I would argue that the good stuff now is super good, is incredibly well written. Like if you name a good show, most times people will be like, "Oh, I love it," and that's where the story writing is now. That's where the really good stuff you usually find. Not with everything, of course, but a lot of times you do. So I would have liked to have asked him about that. But overall, I mean, we get it, Ridley. We understand. And I don't necessarily know if the blueprint for how they're trying to get people off their keisters to the theater necessarily is all the criteria that you need, because I would argue when Barbenheimer was happening, it's not like Oppenheimer was a movie that everybody understood or knew about or had a knowledge base of, but because people went and the word of mouth just kept building and building and building, that's what got it, because it is a great story and it's a well done film. That still sells. It just takes a little bit longer for people to get hip to it. Right. And even though Barbie is a major toy in Mattel, the movie had its own feel and its own story and was actually kind of creative in the way it told that story. So people got into that. So to Bob's point, it was what's the word that Bob used? It was
It was an event.
An event.
Yeah.
Yes. And so that can still happen. I don't think that's totally out of play. And maybe that's what, I mean, if we talk more with Ridley about this, maybe that's, I mean, we get into all those little nuances. And I think that we probably reached the same conclusion about that too. So yes, Ridley, we understand. We still want people to go to the theater, but we understand that modern day movies are a little. I mean, out of all the summer movies, what were there? Like there were a lot of bad ones, and then there were probably like 2 or 3 gems, give or take.
Yeah.
You hope one of them would be good, and that didn't happen at all. So, agreement, I guess, is the bottom line when it comes to Mr. Ridley, Mr. Scott.
Got it. All right, Bobo, what do you think?
Yes, I think most modern movies are shite. I think a lot of them are pretty bad, including several of Mr. Scott's.
Yeah.
I thought The Last Duel was terrible. Napoleon was terrible. Gladiator 2 was terrible. The Alien Covenant was terrible. Prometheus was okay. It was all right. Exodus. No, The Martian was good. And he's had a lot of good gems. So I'm not going to sit here and say like he's a bad director. Alien, Blade Runner, Gladiator, Hannibal, Black Hawk Down, Kingdom of Heaven, American Gangster. I mean, he's had some really, really good films. So I'm not going to sit here and say he's a bad director or anything. He's a classic director for a reason. So he's earned the right to be able to say this. I agree with him. I do think I do think that he's right. The point that he made here that I think is the key is that he said that a lot of the problem with these films is that they do have this overabundance of CGI and they lean on that and they don't have a good idea on paper first. And he pointed out that there's literally millions of things coming out, and that's kind of true. There's just content coming out. And yeah, there's some good stuff, but there's a lot of garbage. And you mentioned to Derek about the stuff that came out this year. Of everything that I've seen this year, I'd say really only a handful of things were actually really good to where I was really happy with seeing it. I mean, there were some good ones, but I thought there was a lot of mediocrity ones. It was good. It was fun. Yeah, whatever. But but only a couple made me go, wow, that was really good. F1 was one of those films.
That's right.
Warfare was one of those films. I mean, these were films that made me go, yeah, okay, yeah, these were really good. Yeah. So there's only been a handful this year. There's to be fair, there are a few that I've missed because I did take a break from doing some reviews over the last few weeks. So I have missed a few things. I did want to see The Long Walk, and I heard that was pretty good. So there's some stuff that I did miss, but yeah, I think that Hollywood does have a problem. We've talked about it on this show. They really need to get their writing problem. I mean, you look at Marvel. Marvel's struggled with this for a while. I mean, we've been reading about how the new Avengers film, they didn't even have a script, and they were still filming stuff or started filming stuff. I mean, come on. I mean, how can you make a good movie when you're filming something and you don't even have the script for it? Yeah. So, yeah, I think Ridley Scott's got a very good point here.
All right. I agree with you guys. I think he has a good point. Number one, writing. I mean, the writing has not been good in most of the stuff that we have talked about. And I get that they start to lean on CGI. I told you both what I thought was amazing was that episode 7 of Stranger Things. I mean, talking about that episode had great writing. It was gory.
Wait till you get to the finale.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
is like that was, to me, that could have been a finale. That's how good that episode was.
Well, the thing was, it was the volume 1 finale. That's where they ended it. And then they came back with the last 2 episodes, like a month or 2 months later. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, really? They actually split it into 2 parts. So they released the first 7 episodes, and then that's how they ended it.
Wow.
And then the last 2 episodes came out later, which was fine because you're talking I think episode 8, I'm wanting to say, is like an hour and 10 minutes or something like
An
that.
hour,
The-
an hour and 30, I believe, and then the finale's what?
well,
2.5
it's a little
hours?
less than the than the episode 7, so that's why I'm saying I think it's like
okay.
an hour 10 minutes, maybe
Okay.
an hour 15, and then the finale's like 2.5 hours. So I mean, you're talking almost 4 hours worth of television right there.
Good Lord. So anyway, I think
Did you really just? Oh, good Lord!
yeah, no,
Yeah.
because it just
Not that bad. It's like watching a movie.
huh, it is. That's true. The finale.
It's all about perspective, Josh.
That's right. Anyway, I just think with what he's saying that they should, Derek has discussed this about things going away, reassessing everything. And I think a lot of these movies, it's like the actors are like, okay, I'll do it. It's the money. I get paid. I'm done. But like what Channing Tatum said, there's no thought process.
Well,
And-
so can I mention a point about that though?
Yeah.
I think they have also found themselves, the film companies, major distribution film companies, have found themselves found themselves in a catch-22, because I'm sure they want to focus on great writing and
Yeah.
make really good, valuable stuff. But as they are a business, they're not going to care about that. That'll go out the door because they think that the stuff that we were talking about, that they think gets people into the movie theater, is what's going to make them money. So they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. If they try to do something like a great story, then that may take too much time. They may be too scared to do it because the profit won't follow it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it could be.
I think that's part of the conundrum here.
It's
Or at
funny.
least they think the profit won't follow it.
That's right. The perception that of this isn't going to make money, when maybe it might.
And the thing is it's hard to know when it's an original property or original idea. That's why they focus so much on sequels and prequels and existing IPs, as far as, okay, it's already got a built-in audience. It might be in a first movie in a series, like the He-Man movie that we know is coming out next year.
Yeah.
It's the first in a series of movies, but it's an existing IP that already has a built-in fan base.
Yeah.
To come up with original ideas and have good scripts, a lot of times it's tougher for them to take that risk on it because they just don't know what's going to happen. They'd much rather have something that's already got a built-in fan base.
Yeah. Did you guys see, by the way, speaking of He-Man, the pictures of Snake Mountain?
No.
I didn't see the pictures of Snake Mountain.
Yeah, it popped out today, and I don't know. We'll see. Looks interesting. I don't know how much I like it. It's gonna look like it.
Already starting there is not a good sign.
Yeah, I don't know.
Eh.
Tell me what you think.
Well, let me see if this was an actual.
It was on X.
Okay, so it's just film art. It's not the actual. Okay. Actually, looks fine to me.
Yeah.
Look okay?
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull this up.
Let's take a look.
Okay, now this is just film art.
Oh. Seems fine so far.
I guess
Oh, yeah.
I thought
If
more.
it's
Of,
just- if
Well,
that's
no, because
just
here's
film-
what it looked like in the original cartoon.
Yeah, if that's just film art, that's not bad.
okay, then what am I? Okay.
We
Yeah.
have to, we have to see it when it's actually brought to
Right.
life.
Correct.
So we don't fully know yet what that.
Thanks for your insight, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
You're like that He-Man fan of Kevin Smith.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Why me? I just
Because
gave my.
that's how. I mean, you're sitting there. I don't know about Snake Mountain. Looks just like it did in the cartoon.
Okay.
We have to see
At least based on that concept art.
All right.
Let me ask both of you a question though. While we're
Yes.
on this topic, isn't this the perfect time to try risks?
Yes.
If
Absolutely.
people are already thinking about this already, then really only. So what if it sucks? It sucks. But if you try a bunch of them, then maybe you get one that's like a homer. Now's
Yeah.
the time. Why not? Give it a shot.
And the thing is that you're already losing the theater audience anyway, so might as well take some risks.
Go for it. See what you can do.
Yeah, get some of them. Get some of these projects out there. Let's see what they can do.
And I guarantee you, the one that does hit the homer, people are going to lose their minds for.
Yeah.
They will fall to the pavement and say, "Thank you, God, for something new. Thank you so much." You'll hear it everywhere. Promise you. So, good luck on that, though. Please just roll some dice. See what you can do.
I agree. All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
Nah, I think that's it. The movies are shite.
Now let's go ahead and look at our next topic, something that hopefully will not be shite.
Yeah, we're going to be looking here at the Frankenstein trailer, as the official trailer was released. I think it actually released last week while I was out. So I think I sent it to you guys, right?
You did, yeah. Now this is on theaters next weekend, right?
I think so. But it's like only in select theaters, and it's getting a small run. So have you guys seen the trailer yet?
No,
I haven't seen this yet.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's check this out. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go.
My maker told his tale. And I will tell you mine. I remember pieces. Memories of different men. And I saw it. Your name. Victor Frankenstein. My creator. I demand a single grace from you. If you are not to award me love, then I will indulge in rage. Now, run.
wow. I gotta say, Guillermo del Toro has always intrigued me. The stuff that he does is just amazing. And I don't know if you guys know this. Back 10 years ago, actually more than 10 years ago, he was supposed to do an Incredible Hulk TV series. Did you guys know that?
I didn't know that. I
And
do
it-
know he was originally going to direct The Hobbit, and then he ended up having to drop out, and so Peter Jackson ended up directing it, even after he already had done Lord of the Rings.
Which worked out just fine.
Right.
Yeah, give me Peter Jackson any day. I'm fine
Yeah.
with that. But
That worked out just fine.
All right, birthday boy. What do you think about that trailer?
looks cool.
Yeah.
I mean, sign me up. I was already sold. You
Yeah.
didn't have to sell me again. You see, I mean, this was good. We don't really see the monster completely. We just see glimpses of him or parts of him and stuff like that. So yeah, by all means, sign me up.
Okay. Yeah. No, it definitely looks good. Derek, what do you think?
Yes, so I was already kind of intrigued by the first one. I think it is nice how they did a trailer about the monster instead of the maker for this one. I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah.
You got to give it to Guillermo del Toro. Talk about Bob's used this expression before: a flair for the visual.
Oh yeah.
Man, he's no exception to that rule. This looks very, very well done, just from a movie production standpoint.
Yeah.
And there's another guy who will use CGI, but he really only uses CGI. I think, like, it depends on which movie we're talking about. A lot of times he does use CGI, but I think he tries not to, in order to make it look a little bit more authentic at times.
Yeah.
Like, perfect example. Oh gosh, what the Art of Water? I can't remember the movie. It was about the fish guy.
Oh, The Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water. Thank you.
Yeah.
There just CGI in it, but he tried to actually build out like what he thought a water tank would look like. In that, like he had really good design for that, what that would look like, and he didn't want to. He tried to, I think, avoid special effects when he could, which I'm sure he'll do for this. Obviously, with the exception of Frankenstein, but I think he got a pretty tall, big guy to play that guy too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am looking very forward to this. I think that Guillermo del Toro is always one to create some pretty fun stuff. I don't think I've ever seen him do a true bomb. I'm trying to remember all his movies though, but I think most of his stuff I'm pretty thumbs up on. Yeah, he's a talented director, and I think he's going to make this. I think he's going to really put a nice touch on this. Yes, it will have we talk about this with directors, the Guillermo del Toro touch. I don't think we're going to mind that here. I think he's going to make sure it does the film justice, and that I don't have a problem with. If the director puts his own spin to make sure the overall film looks great for people to enjoy, sign me up. And I think that's what he did here.
Got it. Yeah, I agree. I thought it looks fantastic. I think the visuals are impressive.
Yeah.
The story looks like it's going to be fantastic. Like Bob said, sign me up. I have a question for you guys. And I'm curious because Bob just piqued my interest when the first thing he said was, I was already sold on it. Right, Bob?
Yeah.
You didn't have to bring this out. I know you guys hated this movie, but if Superman had only had like 1 or 2 trailers and that was it, do you think you would have liked it more?
No.
Okay.
But I will say this, I probably would have hated it more had the other stuff not come out.
Okay.
Just simply because my expectations got lowered after that third trailer.
Yeah.
And then got lowered when those clips started coming out.
Right.
And it still exceeded my expectations.
How many trailers do you think realistically a movie should have, Derek, when it comes out? Should it have a teaser and 2 trailers after that and that's it? Or do you like the constant reminder?
Depends on the film.
Okay.
It's subject to the case, I guess. Like, I'm sure there are some films where I would want an introduction, but you'd want a lot of mystery behind it.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to see everything. You would just want to see enough to keep the intrigue there. I can't remember the last time, all I really needed was 2 trailers for a movie. I mean, all I really saw was 2 trailers for a movie.
Right.
But if the movie intrigued me enough, I would probably less is more in that case.
Okay. Yeah.
But sometimes, I also get that they got to plug stuff too. I'm hip to the fact you got to have business here. I get it.
Right. I'm just curious. What about you, Bob? What do you think?
I do think it depends on the movie because there are some cases where less is more, and that's better. So, like, for example, the movie I saw earlier this year, Companion.
Yeah.
That movie, when it released, or when the first trailer came out, it looked like it was kind of like a psychological thriller type thing. And if they had just left it at that, I think the big reveal that the lady was a robot or an artificial intelligent robot, that would have been an interesting twist if it hadn't already been ruined in the second trailer, because they ruined that in the second trailer. They told you that. So I think it would have been better if they had just had the one. Now, something like this had 2 trailers. It still didn't show a lot. Like, I still don't know a ton about the story beyond the fact that what we already know, that Frankenstein or Victor Frankenstein creates this monster, and we don't really know tons about it. Sure, we read the book and everything, but we're curious to see what type of creative licenses they take and how it's going to be adapted. So, yeah, this is good. And then you look at something like, well, what's a movie that you look at some of the Marvel movies recently, where their trailer pretty much tells you everything about the movie.
Yeah,
So,
that's a bad look. I don't.
yeah,
like
there are some that it's like that. Now, not all of them. I thought Endgame did a pretty good job of not telling you a whole lot about the movie,
No.
but yeah, it's going to depend on the film.
Okay.
Like this, I was fine having 2 trailers, and they released this second trailer,
Yeah.
2 weeks before it comes out.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. I mean, we're probably not going to get another trailer for Stranger Things until right before the next part comes out.
Right.
You're probably going to get it right at mid-November when
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. About 2 weeks prior.
Right before the big jump happens. It's going to be
Exactly.
right around there.
Yeah, no, I think he did a great job with it, and I'm excited to see it. I don't know if I'll go to the theater or just wait until November to see it.
That does beg the question: if Bob and I go to the theater, should we review it then?
I think Bob's going. I don't think you're going, Derico.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't even know where it's playing around here, honestly.
Well, being that Mortal Kombat's not playing, you pretty much have got only 2 choices this.
I brought this point up.
Yeah, you have Tron, which comes out tomorrow, and then Frankenstein next week.
That I'm seeing. I already go ahead.
No, like next week I want to see Frankenstein, but I also want to see the Black Phone too. So,
oh yeah,
that one.
The first one was pretty good. I don't know if you've seen the Black Phone, Derek. I know Josh hasn't seen it, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's because you don't like scary movies, Josh.
Yeah,
so.
I don't. What is it about?
Well, it's a scary movie. So
okay,
it's about this kid who gets kidnapped, and Ethan Hawke plays the guy who kidnapped him.
Oh,
and he's got them like in this basement, and there's this phone in the basement, and it keeps ringing, and so the kid answers it. Now the phone doesn't actually have a phone line that goes to it, and it's like the souls of the dead people that this grabber had eliminated beforehand, and so they're communicating with him, trying to help him escape. So it's pretty cool. So the sequel is supposed to pick up a few years later, and it takes an even more of a supernatural leap than what the first one did. So I want to see it. I'm hoping to go with my oldest son to see it next week.
that's cool.
It's very October.
Yes, that's kind of why I want to go. So
That's cool. All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
I'm planning on seeing Tron Ares this weekend. I do want to go see this too, but I'm not sure if I can take my oldest with me or not. I'm trying to see if we can.
What?
It's hard to gauge. Yeah, it's hard to gauge that. I'm not sure if you can or you can't.
I just rewatched the original Tron last night. I'm gonna try to rewatch Tron Legacy tomorrow. Hopefully, go see Tron Ares tomorrow night.
Tron Legacy was good too.
And then we got that John Candy documentary that comes out on Friday on Amazon.
Ooh,
that's on Friday.
We're
gonna
have to watch that because we're gonna talk about that next week.
Yeah, we do have to get that on the books as well. Good point.
Yep.
Derico, I told Bobby last Saturday we started watching Goonies. Showed Charlie Goonies, and she lasted a little bit and was like, didn't want to finish it. So
then you make her sit in front and watch it.
Yeah, you have failed.
I have. Right. I have. I don't know.
You see, you're not moving a foot until it's like the dinner table. You sit here and you finish your movie.
I wanted to show her Spaceballs, but Bob said she's too young.
Well, it's just because I do think there's a few more sexual jokes in.
Well, yeah, there's some stuff in there. I mean, not all of it. Some of it is very funny for kids, but but then that's Mel Brooks. He'll do anything for a laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to our next topic of the night.
Honey, did you put hubcaps on the lawnmower?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
So good. All right, leave it to the men segment.
All right. So yeah, it's time for another Leave It to the Men. And let me go ahead and share my screen here. See.
Mhm.
Let me. All right.
God.
So,
Ah!
so, so I'm gonna have to turn the volume off on this because for copyright purposes.
Okay.
Because of the music they include in it. But you guys tell me if this is a good idea or not here.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Look at that.
Good
Yeah,
Lord.
I'm not gonna lie. I do it.
I don't know if I would do it, but I would love to see Derek do that.
I mean, just make sure that water's deep enough for me, please.
God, how far is he? Are they sending him?
I don't know. Let's
Yeah.
take another look at that here. Hold on.
Let's see it. So he's up.
Look at that.
I don't think that's real.
No, that's real.
That
That's
doesn't
really-
look fake.
Yeah, that
That is
doesn't look like
really
AI
far.
or anything. I mean,
No.
look at that.
That is really, really far. Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not. I mean, I don't even know. I'm horrible in math, so I'm not even going to burden you guys with what I think the distance is. That, but my man Derek is very good at math. So, Derek, what do you think? I have no clue.
Maybe like an eighth of a mile.
I mean, you're up in the air for quite a while.
That looks like fun.
It does.
That's
Would you do
something
it,
that I
Bob?
would do.
You
I
do it?
would do that.
I mean,
Now, maybe after a couple of drinks, it would be even more fun.
Go with your gut when you first see it. That looks like fun, right?
Yeah, I would probably need some drinks in me.
Which I'm sure that guy had.
I definitely would need drinks in me.
And
I want to
wouldn't
know how
okay,
they came up with the idea to build that.
That
Yeah.
is insane.
I wouldn't do that in the ocean. That I'm not doing.
No,
But
where
on
were
a
they?
But you
lake?
look, it looks like it looks like they're doing it in a lake.
But
Yeah,
that's fine. That's fair game. That's totally fair.
that was like far. I mean, you're basically in the air there, probably thinking, "What have I done?"
And you brought up a good point, Derek. You better know how deep that lake is because you don't want it to be like 6 feet when you land. Because
No.
For me, that's fine.
Yeah, for Josh, you'd be okay.
For
But
me, that would be fine. For you, Derek, it'd be okay. For Bob, not so much.
yeah, no.
no, well, okay. And the other thing is too, do have a strategy for when you hit that water.
Yeah, because hitting the water can be like cement.
Well, that's why you gotta what I would do is I'd try to get myself as straight as I could
Oh,
and just hold and pray after that.
it's all about the prayer.
Because if you had a couple of drinks in you and you did that wrong,
Oh my God.
Especially if it's not deep enough.
exactly. No, that's
Can we see it one more time? I just want to see.
we're talking about how fun this is, and then we're making up all the reasons why how terrible it could be.
All right,
No,
let me see
I
if
want
I-
to see how they propel him.
All right, hold on. Give me a minute.
They definitely treated it like a slingshot. Like they had
Correct.
that effect to it.
Right.
Bent them all the way back and then shot them up.
Let's see.
Almost got it. Hold on. All right. Let me go ahead and share my screen again.
All right.
Here we go.
So he's back there, like Derek said. So
Yeah,
it's
he's
a
loaded up, right?
Yeah, look. Yeah,
Loaded
he's loaded up.
pulley system. And then can you do it in slow motion? Is there any way to do it in slow
No.
motion? No. Okay. So Derek says he would keep his body as straight as possible.
Yeah, look at how he comes down.
You are
Well-
moving so fast through the air that the velocity, there's no way.
Yeah, watch this when he
You
comes
have to-
down. Watch. Watch how he straightens his legs.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
You see that? That's
did.
the,
Yeah,
that's
you
the
were right.
strategy. Now it's
Yeah,
hard to do that move. At
literally,
that
like-
fast.
I don't,
That
think
and
it's real.
goes straight in. So
yeah.
I don't think it's real.
I don't know, man. That
looks
looks
pretty real to me.
Yeah.
Either way, it looks fun.
I mean, that's the thing is that it's like a motorcycle. It looks real cool, but man, you could hurt yourself.
Oh, did you see Bob just like I couldn't do it. Oh God, I'd be like, I think I would land on my face.
Well, then don't do it.
I thought you already did.
Uh-huh. So
Not on your
funny,
face.
Baldy. Good Lord. All right. Well, that was interesting. So I think Bob would do it. I think Derek would do it. I don't think I would do it unless I had a couple drinks in me.
We'll give you 3.
Thank you. 3 shots of Jaeger. That'll do it.
There we go.
All right. Let's go on to the next topic. Can't believe we are into the winter movie preview. Like we're like, I guess
Yeah,
this
fall,
month-
winter. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
'Cause
starting.
we're technically we're in the holidays because we're coming into Halloween movies, and then it's Thanksgiving movies, and then it's Christmas
Crazy.
One
movies.
after the other.
Yeah.
That's insane. All right. So why don't we take a look at a list here, Bobo?
Yeah.
and
Let me
see
go ahead and
what's
pull this up.
coming out, and we can, talk about it. I think we're going to set time aside for Derek to discuss Wicked for good because we know he's going to be there opening night. He probably is already trying to get his tickets.
Okay. I need to point out here that on this list of movies here, this is not all of the movies. These are the movies that we would consider the most anticipated. Obviously, there are going to be some others that are going to come out, but these would be the ones that were the most anticipated. Now, The Smashing Machine already came out. It did bomb, but I didn't expect it to do much, being that it was an indie film. Okay, so you've got this next one coming out next week, or actually here in a couple days. After the Hunt,
Wow,
which
good
stars
cast.
Julia Roberts and Andrew Garfield. I did see a trailer of this. This could be kind of interesting. Let's see. Of course, we got Tron Ares.
Right.
That comes out here in a couple days. Well, tomorrow. The Black Phone 2. This is the one I was telling you all about.
Right.
Yeah.
That comes out on the 17th. We've got that new Keanu Reeves movie where he's playing an angel with
That looks good.
Seth Rogen
Yeah.
and
I saw a preview for that.
Aziz Ansari.
Funny. Yeah.
Derek,
I
you
do
didn't
like
saw
that.
Naked Gun, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you missed out.
know.
I did like the scene in the trailer where he says, I tried to show him that money wouldn't solve all of his problems. And the other angel's like, and it seems to have solved all of his problems.
Yeah.
So that's coming out also on the 17th. House of Dynamite, which is, I believe, is a film coming out on Netflix, if I remember correctly, with Idris Elba, Rebecca Ferguson. That could be kind of interesting.
There you go.
It's supposed to be like a dramatic race to stop those behind an anonymous missile launch targeting the United States. Looks like it could be kind of interesting. We have the Springsteen movie, Deliver Me from Nowhere. That's on the 24th. And that's, of course, with Jeremy Allen White. Film Regretting You with McKenna Grace, Allison Williams, Dave Franco. I did see a trailer for that.
I did too, or I saw a clip.
I think didn't Colleen Hoover, the one who wrote that, I think she also wrote that movie that came out last year. Shoot. It Ends With Us, I think. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, let's see. Chainsaw Man, some animated or anime. Of course, Frankenstein.
Right.
Comes out in November on Netflix. We already know it does get a theatrical release though, but the main release is in November. Bugonia, don't know what this is, but it's by the director of Poor Things. Let's see, Die My Love with Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson. That could be kind of interesting. I actually haven't seen the trailer, but I did hear a little bit about this one. I know she's supposed to be going through some sort of depression and stuff like that after she has a baby or something like that. But just with the 2 stars, it could be interesting. Predator Badlands. November 7th. Of course, that's one that we do want to see.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh, Now You See Me, Now You Don't on November
I kind
the
of want to see
14th.
that. I kind of want to see that.
Yeah, so that one is coming out. The Running Man, also on November the 14th.
Oh yeah.
That one we are seeing. That reminds me, we do need to plan on watching the original and reviewing that before the week before this comes out.
Mhm.
So we do need to plan on that one. We might almost have a double review that week because we might be reviewing Frankenstein because the main release is on the 7th. We know Josh isn't going to see it until the 7th.
Love you too, Bob.
No, I'm being serious. You just said you're not going to go to the theater, so we may have to hold off on the review.
Okay,
So
we'll see what happens.
we could probably do that and the Running Man, the original Running Man, and then do the other one afterwards.
It'd be a big show.
Wicked for Good
Yes.
on November 21st. I know Derek's not looking forward to that, but
Derek
I am looking forward to that. I did
am
like
too,
the
and I
original.
think Derek should go see it because he's part of this podcast and we should review it.
Oh yeah, now I'll do it.
So I don't see.
I don't think we're reviewing this one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Zootopia 2.
Yes.
That's one I'm
that'll
sure.
be dragged in the theater to see.
Yeah. That one looks like it's getting the Thanksgiving release,
Yeah.
November 26th.
Mhm.
So, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now we're into December. The first one actually did make some decent money. So you've got that on December 5th. Wake Up Dead Man, the Knives Out movie, the new Knives Out movie on
Yep,
December
yep.
12th.
No,
We know that's going to be a Netflix film.
who cares?
Shut up, Josh.
Yeah.
Ella McKay, I don't know what this is about, but it's got Jamie Lee Curtis and Woody Harrelson's in it. So
Nice.
let's see. Of course, the Avatar third movie, Fire and Ash, on December 19th. We got the SpongeBob, the new SpongeBob movie, December 19th.
My birthday.
The Housemaid on December 25th with Sydney Sweeney. I might watch that just because it's
Sydney Sweeney.
I think she actually has another movie coming out. It's not on this list, but she's got that movie coming out where she's playing that boxer that's based on a real life boxer. Forget the name of it, but that one looked. I saw the trailer for it. It looks interesting.
$1 Million Baby 2, the sequel.
No. But this one's a true story. So that one looked kind of interesting. Let's see, Marty Supreme. I have no idea what this is, but with Timothy Chalamet on it. Gwyneth Paltrow's in it. He plays a table tennis player. Yeah, sign me up for that one. We got Anaconda on December 25th, released on Christmas for a snake movie.
God,
on
it's
Christmas.
gonna be so bad.
This is one I kind of hope gets released in time, but I don't know if it will be because it was supposed to release earlier in the year and they got held off. It's called In the Gray. It's a Guy Ritchie movie, so it should be interesting. Jake Gyllenhaal, Henry Cavill, in the lead roles. So definitely want to check that one out. That should be fun to watch. That one. The Guy Ritchie makes some good stuff. So
Yeah.
all right, so that's what we got. That's the most anticipated. Again, this is not the complete list. There are other stuff coming out, but these are probably the ones that most people are going to see.
Okay. All right, Derico, any interest in any of these?
Wicked.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Wicked.
yeah, I mean, let's just shut the F up with that right now. Okay, it's a waste of time. I'm going to consider it as such.
Never seen it.
Yes, actually, and with regards to that, Jess, let's talk about number one. I'm really looking forward to the Knives Out movie. I will.
I bet you are. Go see it. Go get some popcorn,
I
and
will.
support Ryan Johnson, who destroyed Star Wars. So
I will. I will do just that. It looks delightful.
In all fairness, Josh, as bad as Ryan Johnson screwed up Star Wars, they've been doing a bang up job since he left.
He
started it all.
Now he might have started it all, but they've kept
they
it up.
made sure to
So
continue it without it. They made sure to hold that up.
they could have course corrected, and they didn't.
Yeah.
All right. Predator God, yes. That looks fantastic. I didn't know that the smashing machine had already bombed. On a side note, I had no idea that that was the case.
Pretty bad from what I've heard.
Okay. Well, the Running Man we already know we're gonna see, so let's leave that out. We know that, so let's leave that one alone until it's time. What was the movie? I can't remember, Bob. Can you go back to? I think it was after. It was after Knives Out. I'm trying to remember which one it was.
After Knives Out.
I think it was after Knives Out. Yeah. Actually, hold on. Let me. I'm sorry. Go back up. It's the Jennifer Lawrence movie. Thank you.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, Die My Love.
You know, I mean, she's usually pretty good in what she's in. So I mean, I won't say I'm not interested. I'd have to see it. I'd have to see the trailer in order to really see just how much it would pique my interest. Now, the Now You See Me movies are very big in our house. Kate's a big fan. I think they're okay. I think they're fun for what they are, but I'm not like, ooh, again, I need to rush to see that one. Although it may be a good date night movie. So I might be up for that. Look at that. Look, that's going to be awesome.
That's
Yeah.
great.
That magnificence. Yes.
So notice, look on the eyes. They got the W. That's Wayland Yutani.
Yep.
So they're including the Alien franchise into it.
That's so
Wow.
good. I am also. I'm going back and forth on the Avatar one. I'm probably going to see it at some point, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't really look. They're good movies, like really well done movies, but I can't say I'm enthralled I'm just obsessed with them every time I see them. I walk out of being like, okay, that was a movie. That was good times for sitting in the chair, but I'm not thinking it's some of the best film I've ever seen in my life.
It's ironic that the first and the second film are like number 1 and number 3
I
on
know.
the all-time, grossing list,
It's
and
great.
yet they're films that nobody cares about. It's not that
No.
people don't think that they're bad. Most people are like, okay, yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah.
That's funny. That's exactly how I think about it. I'm just like, all right, yeah, good.
And you know what it is? It's because they make those movies events. So people got to go see it.
That's what it is, and they do a fantastic job. They do a fantastic job doing that.
I only saw the first one. I did not. Was the second one good?
You know what? I actually kind of liked the second one better than the first
Really?
one. I did. I liked the whole family aspect of it in the second one.
I take your point on that, Bob. I do take your point on that. But Josh, if you want my answer, you saw the first one?
I saw the first one with Joel, actually.
Then you saw the second one.
Yeah, there's a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, it never interests me. But like Bob said, it covers it does so well at the box office. It's crazy to me.
James Cameron, he's got 3 out of the top
Crazy.
5.
He's good, man. That's another episode with his whole filmography too. That's another guy you could do that with.
Oh yeah.
Rank them.
Let's see. Yeah, rank them up. I'm trying to think of anything else that really stood out and packed a punch. I think that was pretty much it for what I saw that popped out. The Springsteen stuff, I like the music, so I'll probably. I mean, that's what I'm. Dancing in the Dark. That was on the other day in the car, and I lost my mind. That's such a good song.
Such a good song. Wasn't that the one was Courtney Cox in the video?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
That's a great song. So,
Very
and
good
he's
song.
a great actor. So, maybe they'll make some good stuff happen there. I'm trying to think. I think that was pretty much it. I think that's my list as of right now. I'll have to go back and take a look to see. I want to watch all these trailers just to see if anything grabs me a little bit more.
Yeah, I want to go and check a few of these out here.
Just go like a full marathon, like one Friday night.
Um,
That's fantastic. That should be a poster. Just that shot of him.
That's good. What do you think, Bob? What do you want to see?
All right, looking at this, obviously my most anticipated film is the Knives Out movie, and so just looking at this list. Okay, so for this month, obviously Tron, I'm interested to go see. I do want to see the Black Phone 2. I mentioned that. And then as we get into November, that's where I'm really getting into the ones that I want to see: Predator,
Yeah.
Running Man,
Yeah.
Wicked. I kind of like you, Derek, that the Jennifer Lawrence one, being that Pattinson's in there as well, that could be kind of interesting because they're both really good actors.
Fair enough.
So that could be kind of good. And then as we get into December, I do want to see Avatar. I will see the Knives Out movie. Of course, we already talked about Frankenstein. So, yeah, I mean, what's going to be weird is because there's quite a bit coming out here that I want to see. So, like right now, I'm watching Tulsa King. I just started watching House of David season 2, which just came out this past Sunday. Then next month you got Landman season 2 and Stranger Things, and then the Mayor of Kingstown, I'm wanting to say, comes out in December, I believe.
That's Jeremy Renner's show.
Yes, and that one's been pretty good. So there's quite a bit of stuff coming out that I want to see.
TV, though. We're talking about movies.
But that's what I mean. I'm already going to be watching that stuff.
When you're going to have time to see all.
Yeah, and to watch all the stuff that coming out in theaters. There's quite a bit.
You
that I
won't
want
be
to see coming
bored.
up. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm actually real excited because there's quite a bit of good stuff or maybe not good stuff that I'm anticipating to be good or hoping will be good.
We got to set like a priorities list with us just to be like, okay, look, this is stuff we must
Fallout
see.
season 2.
There's that. Oh, there you go.
In December. Oh, you guys would love Fallout season 1.
Do we want to maybe consider a rewatch with us 3? Just for
what? A Fallout?
Fallout, yeah.
We could do that. We could do that leading up to it. Let me find out what the release date is, and we could look at doing that because I do think that you guys would like it.
I completely missed it. It was not intentional either.
Let me see when it releases. Hold on.
Should I go ahead and go?
Go.
Bob,
Go.
while you're doing that.
Okay. It December 17th.
Okay. Might be possible. It's one season. This is the second one.
One season, like 8 episodes on Amazon Prime.
All right. I will say for me, Frankenstein, Zootopia 2, probably. I don't know. Charlie hasn't seen the first one. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, Wicked for Good.
I forgot to mention Wicked.
Maybe I'll see that 5 times in the theater despite Derek. We'll see. Let me see. I think now I wouldn't mind seeing Now You See Me. How many are there?
There's this is the third one.
Yeah, there's 2 others, right? Yeah.
I for sure saw the first one. I'm trying to remember if I saw the second one. Was the original cast in the second one?
Most of the original cast was there. I think it was missing one person, if I remember correctly. And then you had the addition of Daniel Radcliffe.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I did.
I believe he was the villain. It's been forever since I've seen it.
Yeah.
I think he was the villain.
But Isla Fisher was in it and Woody Harrelson, and they were in the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're all there. All 4 of them are back. I don't think all 4.
Yeah, because I think the original group had 5 in the original film, and I think one of them is missing in the second and third one. Don't quote me on that though. It's been forever since I've seen them. I'll have to do a rewatch of them too.
Yeah.
Avatar, I don't know. Probably not. What else?
Because you've seen number 1, which means you'll have probably seen number 3 as well.
Yeah.
And again, I don't think that they're bad. Like if you watch them, you'll enjoy them.
No, they're not. They're not.
You'll enjoy them. They're enjoyable films, but they're not films that it's like, oh my god, I got to rewatch Avatar.
Right.
I mean, like they're very entertaining. They're worth seeing on the big screen. It's just a question: is it a franchise that you're like super excited about? That's the thing.
It's not a franchise I'm super excited about. However, to your point, Bob, they're not bad movies. I don't want anybody.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're very entertaining.
Yeah. But also, I'm like, it would be funny because if this and Lord of the Rings came out around the same time, this would get thrown right out the. No,
Yeah.
I would have made my choice Very.
Which I'm looking forward to the next one because it's supposed to be like the hunt for Gollum, something like that. And Peter
That's
Jackson's
cool.
directing it.
Now
Who
we're
is?
talking.
Peter Jackson came back to direct.
That would be cool.
Let's see.
That guy who voices Gollum, Andy Serkis, he's a good fun character. Actually,
He's amazing.
Yeah, and that's supposed to come out in 2027.
Okay.
Of course, we got Andy Serkis back, and then of course, and I take that back. I was wrong. Peter Jackson isn't directing this. Actually,
Oh, no?
Andy Serkis is directing it, but Peter Jackson and Philippa Boyens and Fran Walsh, which were the three that pretty much put together the Lord of the Rings films and the Hobbit films. They're all back as producers.
Oh,
for this.
they're gonna help out. They're gonna provide.
Yeah,
this.
but Andy Serkis is actually directing it.
He's dipped his hand in directing before. I don't know how much, but he's done it before.
And it looks like supposedly Ian McKellen's coming back to play Gandalf again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen's coming back to play Aragorn. Elijah Wood's supposed to be back as Frodo. So I'm curious how they're going to work that, where the film is going to fit in the timeline. So yeah, they're going to have to definitely use some de-aging technology with them.
Definitely.
Well, I don't know. Gandalf had enough gray hair on him. I think maybe he'd be okay.
Yeah, just put put the beard back on him, and you might be fine with that.
Now, is he Gandalf the gray or Gandalf the white?
Yeah, I guess it depends on where this is going to fit in the continuity, because we do know Gollum died in The Return of the King.
He sure
Right.
did.
So it's got to fit in before, but the
Gotta
question
be
is,
waiting for.
is it during the story of The Lord of the Rings, or is it going to be before, or I don't know. So.
There's actually quite a few places you could place that in terms of timeline. So that'll be fun. That'll be a good time.
Yep.
Very cool. All right. So we will look forward to that.
Is anything other than one or two of these really
No, I was just thinking that. I was kind of like, I mean, I would say for a lot of people, Derek, plug your ears, Wicked for Good. I think for me, I'm excited for that. And I think a lot of people are. But other than that, the only other one I would say on a large scale would be Avatar 3, right?
I think Avatar 3 is going to be the big moneymaker this year, because if we look at all the other films, the only one that made $1 billion was Lilo and Stitch, and that's barely made $1 billion. Avatar is going to have to be the one to save the box office.
Wow.
Which, I mean, it probably will, too. If the other two can do it, then I don't see this one being unable to. I'll put it that way. It's a very good possibility.
I don't think this one makes $2 billion like the other ones, but I wouldn't be surprised if it makes $1.5 billion.
Yeah, it'll go past B, I think, for sure.
Because it's going to get all the IMAX showings, all the XD showings, all the 3D showings. It's going to get all that special stuff that causes your ticket price to go up, and so it'll rake in the money. I'm sure it will.
These movies too do get a leg up because they are ones that you can take a certain kid age to.
Yeah.
So they get a leg up with that as well.
Yep.
I mean, I shouldn't say there wasn't that much I didn't want to see. There's still Tron Ares. There's still, the Black Phone 2. Now I'm kind of intrigued by that.
You saw the first one, right? Did I?
No.
Okay, yeah. Go check out the first one. I think you're going to like the first one.
Okay.
It's very intriguing.
Oh.
I'm not a big fan of horror movies or scary movies or anything. I wouldn't have bought that one. I liked that one.
All right, very good. I'll have to look at that.
It's definitely got some suspense there and some twists and stuff that are pretty cool. I thought it was a good movie.
Okay, so then there is Tron Ares, there is The Black Phone, there is Frankenstein, which maybe I'll get a chance to see in theaters. There is Predator. There is I'm curious about the Jennifer Lawrence movie. There is Zootopia 2, which I will get dragged to because I don't have a choice. I will probably end up. It's not like there's nothing here. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying there's nothing other than the ones that maybe 3 or 4 of them that I'm yeah. Other than that, okay, whatever is whatever.
Now,
well.
All right. All right. Very good. Let's go on to the next thing. Bobby is so excited right now.
I can't wait.
All
I
right,
get
here
my
we go.
celebration.
All right.
So let's
It
talk
is
about
time.
Wait, hold
Josh,
on, hold on,
Josh,
hold
be
on.
quiet.
Before we begin, Josh, did you want to gloat again, or have you gotten that out of your system?
Well, first of all, we haven't gotten to celebrate.
Josh, be quiet.
No, don't tell me to be quiet.
No, be quiet. Don't worry. You're gonna get your celebration. Relax.
Fine, go ahead. Shut up.
Let me do my
Eric.
thing. This is
Had
my
enough of
segment.
you tonight.
Let me do my thing. All right. So we're on to our fantasy football recap. And just to kind of recap how the season has gone so far, week 1 didn't go very well for Josh.
I prayed for this and it happened.
Come to think of it, week 2 didn't go very well either.
We did it. Thank you for putting those hands together and for praying harder than you've ever prayed in your entire life. Because of you, this happened.
Now, after week 2, Josh was so upset that he just wanted to forfeit.
Forfeit! What's that mean?
Thankfully, he didn't, and we were able to get week 3.
Life is good. Life is so damn good. I mean,
all right. And so after we ripped into Josh for 3 weeks, Josh, you did finally get your moment, and Josh did win week 4. So just to go over that lineup, Josh went with Jared Goff. So to point out, this was last week while I was gone.
Yes.
We didn't actually get to do the recap while I was gone. So we're just going over that. Josh, you went with Jared Goff, 13.72 points. You went with Genty from the Raiders. Very good pick that week. I was actually ticked off as I was watching that game and watching him get all the points. 37.5. Jahmyr Gibbs, 17.7. Brian Thomas Jr., not bad because he did have 5 catches. It would have been better if he had gotten like a touchdown.
Right.
10.6 points. Egbuka from Tampa Bay, he's been solid all season long, 23.1 points. Quentin Johnson, 23.8. He had a great game. Cole Kmet, 7.6. Keenan Allen had a kind of a down week that week, 8.7. You had the Falcons defense. You finished with 4 points. Your total score was 146.72. Now, after that win, Josh immediately started saying the champ is back. Started gloating. The problem is that Josh's moment didn't last very long.
5 minutes and 46 seconds. That's how long my moment lasted.
That was true. No, actually, it lasted 2 hours on Sunday.
And we went into week 5, and it didn't turn out too well for 2 of us as usual.
You bunch of losers!
In fact, we got our first ass kicking of the season in week 5.
Oops.
And as usual, someone had to finish in last place.
God.
Now, we want to point out that Josh was, not only was he saying the champ was back, he picked his team and he flat out said, there is no way I'm going to lose with this team. And he came in last place. Jalen Hurts, 19.5 points. He didn't kill you with that score. Actually, fine. It would have been nice if he had broken that 300 yards so you'd gotten the bonus, or if he had gotten a rushing touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 17.8. You went back with Genty, 15.9. Johnston had a bad game, but partly because the Chargers as a whole just really had a bad game, 7.9. And I know because I played 3 of them. Garrett Wilson, 19.1 points. Josh Downs, 11.4. Dallas Goedert, 10.9 points. So you partnered him and Barkley up with Hurts. You went with Scatterboo at 15.4. I honestly expected more from Scatterboo.
Really? I didn't.
No, I expected more. I thought he was going to get up in the 20s going up against New Orleans. The Seahawks, minus 3 points. Disappointing
bad.
because that game was a shootout, and then they didn't have the
Yeah.
turnovers to back it up. Your final score was 114.9. Final verdict?
I bet you guys thought I was gonna drop it, huh? I know you would think that from good old Chuck. You idiot!
Oh, yeah.
It's funny that I picked that. You were showing Charlie the Goonies.
I know, that's funny. Chunk, who's like skinny now. It's pretty funny and in shape.
Yeah. All right. Let's get on to our second place. Derek. So Derek went with Bryce Young. Actually, I kind of like that play. And he didn't kill you because he only cost 4,700. So at 14.02 points, he didn't kill you. That's actually a fine score for him. Jahmyr Gibbs, 16.7. Saquon Barkley, 17.8 points. You went with Chris Godwin, 5.6 in his return. Nico Collins, 16 points.
That was good.
Mitchell from Indianapolis. He had been actually having some decent games.
I know.
Leading up to this, and with Pierce out, I thought he was going to do well again. I almost picked him, so I'm glad I didn't. He ended up with 0 points. Warren, the tight end, he has been fantastic this season. 14.4 points. You went with Breece Hall, 21.5. The Lions defense 10 points. That actually bumped you up above Josh because right at the end, they ended up getting a sack and a safety. That gave you an extra 3 points and bumped you ahead of Josh. You finished with 116.02.
Stop laughing, Derek. Stop smiling. Why don't you
116.02. Final verdict.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, that's very accurate.
Is that from what is that from? Bloodsport?
Yeah, Bloodsport.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
Now we get into our champ for the week.
Here we go. Oh, I hate that. Oh, that's the worst ever.
And you look at that score. All right. So Justin Fields, thankfully, he got me a couple 2-point conversions and some garbage time touchdowns. And that saved his day. And actually, he finished very well because of that 25.92 points. I also went with Breece Hall, 21.5. Rico Dowdle, he had a great game.
No comment.
35.4 points, and he only cost 4,300 to get him. So he was fantastic.
I'm playing him.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, 21 points. I mentioned I went with Quentin Johnson, 7.9. I did also have Garrett Wilson, 19.1 points. Ferguson from Dallas, he was fantastic as well, 23.9 points. Marion Hampton, I did kind of get unlucky with him there because he got hurt in the final quarter, so he was out those last couple of drives. He had 13 points thanks to 6 catches. The Lions defense, 10 points. My final score was 177.72. God
damn.
Final verdict.
Okay, to be fair,
there's no way I lose with this team.
Let me tell you, my Dolphins have a horrible defense. There's no way. You even said how lucky you got with 30. I give up. You know what? This week, everyone, I am going to win. I have given these two jabronis victories just to make them feel good about themselves because they were so down on themselves last year about losing to me. So it's done.
Life is good. Life is so damn good. I mean,
life will be good next year.
All right. So our leaderboard right now, I've got 3 wins. Derek 1, Josh 1. And again, as we keep mentioning, it is anybody's game. We got a lot of football to go. So this could go any way. But overall, it was a fun week. And what made it even more fun is that even leading up to the beginning of the contest, Josh was talking smack. I didn't say a word. And I just glided into that contest like a shark. Nice and quiet and ready to attack.
You know what's funny about this whole thing? Derek does not care if he wins or loses. but loves it if he beats me and comes in second place. Could
That's
care
fair.
less about first place. He just
No.
wants to beat me.
Well, that's because of all the gloating you've been doing, Josh.
I
If you
wanted
hadn't have
to
done that,
because you're gloating.
I am not
Yeah,
gloating anymore. I am retiring from this.
you just did a few seconds ago.
I'm
Yeah.
going to stop talking when it comes to this. I'm going to be very quiet this Sunday. I will let you guys know the following Wednesday if I.
Liar! Liar!
You know, they're funny, but they cut you off. So I don't know. It's like I'm in the middle of a conversation.
It works.
So the best part about the Gunther one was the fact that looks like opening credits to like a show where Gunther would just rip on Josh. Like,
You know what?
But I love it because you got him looking at the score like,
yeah, just
And what did I say? I congratulated you right away, Bob. I was a mensch. I didn't have to be a mensch.
no. You were doing that to try to get yourself out of
Yeah.
it because you already knew it was coming.
No,
So,
I didn't. You
Yeah,
don't know.
you did.
What are you talking about? I was being a respectful player.
Shut up!
exactly. Like, get the
You
out of here
shut
with
up.
this.
all right.
All right, let's go.
All right, here we go.
All right, final one. All right. So the birthday boy, as we've heard many times throughout this show, went to Las Vegas last week with his lovely fiance and got to experience the Sphere and got to see The Wizard of Oz, the original 1939 film. No, not Wicked, Derek, but The Wizard of Oz, which people have raved about with the special effects. I have not been. My wife has been. She saw one of the shows that just is associated with the Sphere. I forgot what it was. It was a year ago. So
Probably saw a postcard from Earth.
yes, I think so. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just start. Bob, how was it?
Okay, the Sphere is awesome. First off, just the sheer size of the display. So
Yeah.
it's 160,000 square feet that, it goes off to the sides and it wraps around you from the top and everything
Yeah.
like that. So just this, this thing is massive. And then the sound quality in this thing is great. I forget how many speakers I read that it has, but it's a huge amount of speakers that it has. And then it's got haptic, sounds that come from your seats and everything. So it's made to make you feel like you're in the room and stuff. So it's just it's definitely something to behold. That's for sure. The movie itself, I want to point out, this is not like a typical restoration, and nor is this where they put additional scenes in the film to replace the original film. This is not meant to replace the original film. This isn't like the Star Wars special editions where they added new stuff in, or then with the Blu-ray version, they added new things in, and those are now the definitive versions. Like, you can't even find the theatrical version of the original trilogy anymore because they all have the new stuff in them. And I guess I shouldn't even say it's new because a lot of that stuff came out in 97 now. I mean, we're talking, what, 30 years almost now that stuff came out. So this is not a typical restoration or meant to replace the film. What this is it takes a film that was filmed to fit a standard 4:3 screen, and they use AI to enhance the film to make it fit this display. So what they've done is, like, shots that may have been like this big and it has like Dorothy from waist up, they use AI to fill in the rest of her body, to fill in the sides. People that were in the same room, for example, there's a scene where Uncle Henry, in the original film, the camera has to pan to him, and then you see him walk into the frame for another scene, but he's in the room. Now you see him completely in the room with everybody that was there. So the camera's not having to pan back and forth to different characters. They're all there. Another scene where the Cowardly Lion's kind of jumping between the Scarecrow and the Tin Man. You don't have to see them cutting back and forth. It's all in one shot. So they're able to do that. They enhance the background, some of the visual effects, and stuff. So visually, it's absolutely stunning to see on this screen. They also add in some multi-sensory effects, and they make it a very immersive experience. And that's what the best part of this film is.
Right.
It's made to make you feel like you're in the land of Oz, or like during the tornado sequence, you're meant to feel like you're in the tornado as you got wind blowing in your face, leaves are coming up, you got smoke coming out, pyrotechnics. They've got apples falling from the sky during this scene where she's picking the apples from the tree and the trees start throwing the apples at her. So they got apples dropping from the sky. They actually have drone flying monkeys coming through when the monkeys are kidnapping Dorothy on screen. So there's a lot of that type of stuff that makes you feel like you're in the film. It's very interactive and immersive. And so for that reason, that's what makes this special. Now, the things I didn't like about it, I actually didn't like the fact that they cut the runtime down. The original film is, I think, 1 hour and 49 minutes, and this runs about 75 minutes. So it's about 1 hour, 15 minutes. And so you're talking about 30 minutes cut out of the film, give or just maybe a little bit more. Yeah. And it's not done by taking scenes out, but they took like one musical number out, maybe two. They drop a few lines here and there from certain scenes, and they're able to cut it down. The problem with that is that somebody like myself who has seen the movie multiple times, several scenes feel incomplete because of that. So the best way to describe this is that this is an attraction and a viewing experience. That's what this is. This isn't something, again, to replace the original film. It's meant to be something special that you go and experience like an attraction, like you would at an amusement park.
Yeah.
And it was definitely worth watching. Now, ticket prices, I was looking at it today. I saw some as low as like $119 and some as high as, we're talking, almost $350.
Dude,
now, you do not need to shell out for the $350 tickets. You don't. Now, I think the ticket price that I spent was like $150, and I actually bought my tickets in advance. So I think if you wait a little bit longer to the day of course, they're going to be more expensive. But I bought mine. They were like $150, and the most expensive section at the time, I think it was like $320 a seat. I'm literally one seat over in a section. Literally, I booked the very next section. The only thing that's separating us is a stairway to walk down, and that's it. Like, I look over and I pointed out to Irene. I was like, "Look, those are the most expensive seats right there," and we're literally one section over. She said, and she looked at me and she said, "What's the difference?" I said, "About $150 a ticket. That's the difference. That's the only difference." So you do not need to shell out for the most expensive seats.
I heard it fits like
one section over and be just fine.
Yeah.
I heard it fits like 20,000 people. Is that true?
I don't know how many it fits, but they don't use all of the seats for movies. Like the one that your wife saw. Yeah. They don't use all of the seats. Like for those types of things, they try to keep it more towards the center. Okay. And they don't like to use the far sections. Now for concerts, they will, and they'll also use the floor so they can fit a lot more people in for concerts than they will for this. But yeah, it was definitely an experience. I really enjoyed it. I would probably see it again. I had a good time with it.
If
I didn't see this again, I would see something else, which kind of brings us to what we're going to talk about next.
So you said real quick that you, and I didn't hear this part because I had to leave for a minute, but that you said this runtime was 70 minutes or 79 minutes?
It's about 75 minutes.
What did they take out then?
They took out like one of the songs. They took out the song where the Cowardly Lion's singing "If I Were King of the Forest," and then they
Okay.
take out lines here and there. They don't take out scenes per se, but they take out several lines and they cut down scenes. Now they say one of the reasons is because they didn't want, or certain scenes were a little more difficult to adapt than others.
Hmm.
And to be fair, there are some portions where you can definitely tell it's AI, but the majority of it is just fine. Majority of it is very stunning, but again, there's a couple things where you can see here and there where a couple things are out of focus, or you see kind of the movements in the mouth are a little off for a couple of things. But again, it's usually like for side characters and or characters that are off to the side or something like that. So it's nothing distracting or anything like that. Again, I visually I thought it was stunning.
Do random question, because I know you have like the tornado and the monkeys. Do your seats rotate? Do they move? Can you like
No,
turn it
they
around?
shake though. They
They
or
do.
vibrate,
Okay.
yeah, but they don't. But they're not. This isn't like a ride where they're rotating around or anything.
Okay, I just didn't know if you wanted to look
Yeah,
like
it's not like the ride, like the big globe or sphere
Right.
at Epcot or whatever, where you're on a ride.
Okay. Derek, anything you want to ask Bobo, or have you been? You haven't been, right?
No, Kate has. I have not.
Okay.
Kate saw U2.
Wow.
She said it was
Wow.
a pretty awesome show.
That's incredible.
I've seen some video of
It
that.
is.
That looked like it was a pretty good show.
Yeah. She's like not like the biggest U2 fan in the world, and she was like that was like visually it was just like one of the most
That'd be
amazing
so cool to see them. Oh,
I've seen. Yeah.
good
She said
Lord.
they play plenty of the hits. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
And now
sure.
something off the new album. No, I don't want to hear any of that crap. I'm
No,
here
no.
for
You
Sunday.
want to
Bloody
hear?
Sunday. Play
You
it.
want to hear Joshua Tree? You want to hear Octong Baby? Don't
Yeah,
want to
she
hear
said it was
some
great.
Zootopia. All right.
That was the one that didn't count.
Exactly. So when we first came up with this, I had the idea of figuring out what movies maybe we could, with Wizard of Oz coming out, what movies we would love to go see in the sphere and what kind of things they, could do. So we didn't really say like top 5. We just were going to mention some that we think and go from there. Just have a conversation about it. Derek, why don't we start with you? What's your opinion? What would you like to see?
I put a few together. I think I actually did put 5 together, but I'll start off
Okay.
with mine and then I'll keep going as I go through it. But the first one I think would have a real good shot at being a lot of fun in the sphere is The Matrix.
Ooh.
I
That's a
think you
good
could
one.
have a lot of fun with that.
Oh yeah.
Not the second or the third. Don't worry, everybody.
No, the
We're
original.
talking about
The
numero
original.
uno. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't even count the fourth. The fourth.
What's
First
that?
I saw many times. Second one I saw with Bob in the theater. I remember.
And
Second one-
then the third just really blew the whole thing up.
Yeah. Second one I liked. The only one I've not seen is the fourth.
I don't think you saw the second one with me in the theater.
Yes,
Because
I did.
I was out of town when it came out, and I went to see it with my ex-wife at the time.
I thought of you and I saw it.
I think we saw the third one together, but
I don't know. Maybe it was when I was in college. Maybe Derek, did you and I go see it?
We didn't see the second Matrix together.
So then I don't know. I saw it was like, yeah, because you had the twins
Man,
in there.
You gotta saw it with Joel.
Maybe I don't know why I thought I saw
that
with
wasn't
Paul.
me.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, maybe Joel and Ted. I don't know. Anyway, so okay, that's a very good one. What else?
I think another one. I don't know if this is a fad in Texas or not, but in around here, do they do this where they do midnight showings of the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that very interesting.
They can make some money with
Great
that.
pick. Oh yeah.
People would go. People would go see that if it was
Yeah.
there.
There's
They
a
would
big
pay
hall.
that money. Okay, number 3. I think Fantasia would be real cool in that thing.
Oh God, you've got some good ones. You thought outside
The original Fantasia, yeah.
Yeah, the original
Yeah.
Fantasia. I think that could be real cool there. And I'm trying to stay away from Marvel and something else because
Of course you
someone
have.
else is gonna say it. All right. 2001: A Space Odyssey. I think it might be a stretch, but I think we could do it.
Okay.
And then the last one. Okay, there's actually two more. For the second to last, I actually think it'd be kind of fun if you did like a whole. Don't do one movie, but you could do like a sequence of those natural disaster movies that came out. Like you do one for Twister, you do one for Volcano, you do one for the end of, I don't know. It's like that kind of stuff. That could be kind of fun. And then the last one, Top Gun. First,
Oh.
Yeah. Those are the ones I would want to see off the top of my head. I just went with my gut on that one.
Those were excellent. Those were excellent. All right, Babo, what do you think?
All right. On my list, and I actually have more than 5 here. I'm just going to name them off here. A 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Okay.
Good one.
Well, because I think you could update some of the effects with the AI to fit, and just the presentation of it would look really good. I also went with The Matrix. I think The Matrix would be awesome. And I have to point out that given what they did with The Wizard of Oz and cut the length down, it would be really tough to do some of these. I'm just saying these are films I would like to see.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Just because
absolutely.
Because just the sheer magnitude of it. All right.
Yeah.
So the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that would look great. Star Trek: The Motion Picture, the very first one.
Okay.
Because it as it is, it was already visually stunning for its time. I think you could update some of those special effects with the AI, and you could really have some fun sequences when they're getting into the cloud and finding V'ger and whatnot. I think that could be really interesting, and the way that would look on that display. I think that would look really cool. So the new Dune movies, I think that would be great.
That's a very good choice.
Both of those are visually stunning. That's a whole and I know they're working on the third one right now. So put that whole trilogy up on the sphere. That would look really cool.
Nicely called.
Especially on look at Arrakis, how Arrakis would look with the. So that'd be cool. The original Star Wars, 1977. Let's put that on there. I think that would be really good. And then the one I would I'd hands down take a trip over there now to go see this on the sphere. Interstellar.
Oh, interesting.
That's a good call.
God.
Interstellar. That's already one of my all-time favorite movies, and just the beauty of that film with all those shots and everything, seeing the black hole and that planet with the waves and whatnot, that would be awesome. And then with that soundtrack, which we talked about last week, or not last week, the week before, with those speakers,
that would be majestic.
Oh, and then I mentioned how the seats shake. The scene where they're trying to escape from the black hole and slingshot around it, and whatnot. Imagine your seat shaking during that with that score and everything. Oh yeah, Interstellar. That's my number one choice.
Good choices.
That's awesome. All right, so I thought about outside of the box on some of them obvious. I'll just start out original Star Wars, which may be coming there in the net for the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, they're talking about that.
I think that's going to be epic. I also think like Revenge of the Sith would be really cool. Imagine like a giant Darth Vader on that sphere, and just, something interesting like that. Derek, you kind of took mine in terms of Top Gun, but I think Maverick would be freaking awesome on the sphere.
Either would be great in there.
Imagine just having one of those, bombers, and oh my God, just like it would be awesome. The other one I thought of, kind of dedicate to the birthday boy over here, the Man of Steel, I think would be really cool in the sphere. And I think you could do like CGI Superman, like the monkeys have Superman, flying around, and I think with the visuals that Zack Snyder has done, it would be really cool.
The snow scenes would be really good in there.
The what?
And again, that score.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
snow scenes, like when
Yeah.
he starts jumping, like that would look
Exactly,
magnificent.
right?
Yeah.
That would be cool. And this one's outside the box. One of the James Bond movies, I think would be kind of cool. I'm trying to think maybe like Casino Royale or maybe, GoldenEye or something. I don't know. Just
Dude, go
it's one of
go
those.
classic, man. Do like From Russia with Love.
It could be that too. Yeah. Any of them, I think, could be really cool. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. It's funny when you guys talked, we were talking earlier about this. I obviously you couldn't bring kids to this. How about like Nightmare on Elm Street?
There's a whole like Halloween series I could probably do in there though.
Right? You can't bring kids to that, so I don't think that.
No, but people would pay, believe me.
Yeah, there's definitely a niche audience that would
Imagine
pay.
some of those dream sequences.
Oh, right? It would be insane. Oh my
Or
god.
like some of the Friday the 13th stuff.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Like the first one where he takes the body and he slams it against the tree. Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
Let me see. What else? Is there anything else that I thought of? Those are mainly mine. Of course, you could probably do like Batman or any of those. But honestly, to me, it's either between Star Wars or Maverick. Like to see it in there because I really think Maverick, with all those scenes, the scene where he's making them do push-ups,
Yeah,
when they're training and everything. Oh, love that movie.
because it's Vegas.
Yeah,
Con Air would be kind of fun.
that's funny. I thought you were going to say Showgirls.
No, well, they'd probably do that if they thought they could get away with it.
That'd be at a
Good
regular
Lord.
theater.
Yeah,
exactly.
Con
No,
Air would be funny. That would be good.
Yeah, because it's like so bad it's good. It's one of
Put
those.
the bunny down.
Good Lord, good movie. Or the
And
It's
now
Rock.
my
have
daughter's
two
birthday.
men I trust.
You could do Back to the Future also.
You could do those in there. That would be pretty good.
I mean, really, there's so many things you
The thing
can
with
do.
the Sphere, though, is that you want to try to pick films that visually could be really good. Like The Wizard of Oz. What made that so special, the way that they did it, is that Oz is supposed to be like a rich, vibrant place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you look at the original footage, they're like map paintings in the background, so they had an opportunity to really push their imagination with this.
That's
And that's part of what made that so good.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say. Like some of those space movies, like I know may have not have been a great movie, but like a film like Gravity would look really cool in there.
Yeah, that's kind of why my list was the way that it was. I mean,
Yeah.
look, I had Interstellar, Star Wars, Dune, Star Trek,
Yeah.
2001 Space Odyssey,
Good stuff.
even The Matrix, which is a sci-fi movie because it's got those elements of it when you're in the real world, and of course, in The Matrix itself. So, that's why I came up with the list that I did, because I think those are things that you can do. And then even the Lord of the Rings, you've got a little bit of fantasy, or you got the fantasy element, maybe a little bit of sci-fi, but the landscapes, you could really have a lot of fun
Yeah,
with.
beautiful.
Exactly.
And I'm not. I mean, out of all of them, though, the one that I think out of the whole like series there, and this is a different one than Lord of the Rings, but I think the Desolation of Smaug would look. That dragon would look real
with the
good.
dragon, yeah.
I never saw it.
You didn't
Yeah,
see
well,
it?
you didn't watch the Hobbit movies.
You should
No,
watch them. They're fun.
the Lord of the Rings I did. And by the way, Derek, you mentioned space. How about Armageddon?
You could do that. I mean, I think there's more visually stunning space films than that. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's certainly an option.
Even Independence Day is more visually stunning.
Yeah, or the one we never mentioned, Jurassic Park, the original
That would
one.
be good. That would be good too. Jurassic
That could
Park
be
would
good.
be a good choice. Yeah.
So very, very cool. Well, we're happy you enjoyed your experience, Bobo. It sounded amazing. And
What?
how did the Wicked Witch look? Did any difference?
I mean, she looked like
or-
the Wicked Witch. Like there wasn't a ton of differences with the characters. I mean, there was maybe a little bit more details. Like for example, Dorothy when she was wearing the ruby slippers, you could see them shining like on the ground, or some of her freckles, you know, a little
Right.
bit. The whiskers on the Cowardly Lion were a lot clearer, you know, things like that.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Very cool.
That sounds like
All right, gentlemen. Well, it's time for my favorite part of every Wednesday. Let's go for it, Bob. Do you want to be a comedian? Like, is this what this whole thing is for? Is for you to just because it's not funny. And when I crush both of you next week, and yes, it's on camera, you guys are going to be crying to me,
Stop right
and
now.
it's going to be done.
Stop
Both of
what
you
your
are
head
going to be this
God.
big.
Oh,
You gotta
All right,
admit that was a good
man.
one.
No, it was an F.
I don't care who you are. That's funny right there.
No, you want to be funny, but nobody thinks you're funny.
Oh, goodness. That reminds me, Josh,
Oh.
you and all your bad jokes last week.
No bad joke. Derek fears me, and he knows it.
All right, let's get into this segment.
Yeah.
All right,
You
let's
know
get into this segment here.
so we've been talking a lot about people you can't trust recently. Talking a lot about people you should appreciate. We're not going to talk about people that one fears, because it certainly isn't that little douche nozzle at the top of your screen on the left there. Yes, Josh, I don't fear you. We're going to talk this week about items that really do nag you, that just get under your skin, because it's not pleasant when they do. Bob's going to relate to this because look at that fine piece of gear that's on the top of his head. That's a good hat, isn't it?
Great hat.
You know what I don't like? You know what I don't appreciate? A bad hat, a tight hat, maybe even an ugly hat that somebody got you, but somehow it sticks around. It's just unpleasant. Nobody likes that. And speaking as a guy who has the size of the head and the lack of a certain protection, hats have become very important to me recently. And I've got so much as about 2 baskets worth of hats, and some I'm very proud of, some I hold dear. A lot I could probably do without. And I need to throw those suckers away. Those should be donated. But I mean, what do you do with the terrible hat? One that fits a little too tight. You know, you think it may be good, and then you try to put it on, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Or then someone buys you a hat of like a team you can't stand, like the LA Dodgers, and that garbage, and then you have that lying around your house. Who needs that? Yeah, I said it. I said it. Maybe they just give you some hat that's just like random. Like, what is this? There's like a fish on it. No one needs that. No one needs that hat. Do yourself a favor and get rid of this clutter in your life, folks. Stick with what works. Stick with what is beneficial. And if that is an Adidas hat, so be it, Bob. Josh, what's your favorite hat?
Either my SC hat or my Callaway hat.
Both terrible. Now, anyway.
Like me.
You keep the Callaway. You can do without that SC one. Now, me, myself, one of my prized possessions is my Battle of the Bay hat between the A's and the Giants. And every time I wear that hat, this is how you know you have a good hat, is when people compliment said hat.
They don't compliment it.
Yes, they do. You don't live around here. What do you know? Anyway.
Gosh, this is his segment. Shut up.
Nothing.
You shut up, Bob.
Not only should you learn to know when you set your trap like Josh, but know when to get rid of a bad hat. It does you no good. Get it out of your way. You'll be better off for it. Am I right? Yes.
You are right.
Yes.
I'm going to leave you with that tonight.
All right. Very interesting. All right. Let's finish up with social media. I still haven't seen you with a hat. Put it on.
I'll bring some out next week.
All right. Social media. Birthday boy, where can we find you?
Find me over on my YouTube channel, Was It Good at Bob Loves Movies. You can also find me on X and Criticless. Did just get a review of The Wizard of Oz at Sphere. Go ahead and go check that out and leave your comments, hit the like button on that, and hopefully get something else out before the week's out. We'll see if time permits.
Okay. Derico, where can we find you?
Complaining with old ass Ridley Scott about current movies with all the other old people over on LinkedIn and Facebook.
Nice. And you can find me on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram and TikTok. I'm the family man of the Valley. All right, gentlemen, what a night. We will see everybody next week. We hope you have a great rest of your week and weekend. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.